zooming in to show you the freaking computer we're working on. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, caps lock is on.
Why is your bed a race car?
Because I got it when I was 5.
But
This is Windows 10. And this is the computer we're going to be installing Windows XP on. First, let's look at. Okay, this is a 2007 computer. So all the drivers should be there. The drivers are the piece of the operating system that connects to the hardware. This came out in 2007, so it should work. But it was actually upgraded in 2010. It has an NVIDIA 2010 graphics card. It has a 1080p monitor. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive, four sticks of RAM equaling 24 gigabytes, 2.66 gigahertz processor. So if we get Windows XP on this, it'll be a frickin', it'll be like so overpowered it will like break the space-time continuum. So you get your spare hard drive. It just so happens to have the Windows XP Service Pack 3 disk image on it, because I collect things like that. Okay, then there's the, where is it? It's right fucking here somewhere. Where the fuck did it... It's right fucking here. It's Windows X. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, the partition, I think we're going to try to do it, is because there's a recovery partition of 15 gigabytes and it needs 2.9 gigabytes of disk space. And yeah, 15's more than enough. That's the equivalent of like 150 today. It should work. Okay, so then we put in your blank disk. As soon as this computer does what I ask. Oh, I can take this out. Ugh. And then we burn it to the DV. Oh, I guess that's the only one with a... Alright, here we go. What do you think about this, Riley? We're installing a 2008 service pack on a 2007 computer, upgraded in 2010, that currently has Windows 10 on it.
Is that a Bop It?
Why is it taking so fucking long? What? Why? It opened. It didn't even open the disk drive I was using. What the fuck is going on? Windows XP, 2001 to 2007, the god tier operating system that ruled the world and still rules hospitals on ATMs all across America. Okay, Windows XP was replaced by Vista in 2007. Windows XP was always limited to a 600 by 800 resolution on monitors. The original pack, I believe, took up 500 megabytes of disk space. And you're finding my explanation amusing for some reason.
It's a fucking focus.
Okay, what else about Windows XP? Everyone who remembers it is extremely nostalgic about it because it was fucking awesome. And it's when computers went from Windows 95 taking 45 minutes to boot to actually being fun. Windows XP saw the rise of Battlefield 2, Call of Duty, and, you know, all that cool stuff. I've wanted to do this for a while. I thought it would be hilarious. Like, what if Windows XP came out today and ran on like a computer with like 64 gigs of RAM, 8 gigabytes of video memory, and like a 5 gigahertz processor? It would take like 2 milliseconds to boot up. It would be the fastest fucking thing in the world. which would make everything else faster because the system wouldn't be running in the background. So other functions would be faster because it doesn't have as much bloat. Because they couldn't do much bloat because they were limited to actual hard disks instead of hard drives, which is like a DVD that it writes on like a vinyl player. And it's still fucking... Oh wow, it only took 20 minutes to burn this to a disc. How big is this anyway? Okay, how big is professional version service pack? 589 megabytes. Windows 10, I think, is like a... it takes up, like, what, 8 gigabytes or something? 6 or 8 gigabytes? Okay, now we are ready to install. We shut this down. And put the... Oh, I gotta label this, okay. I'm gonna call this XP is OP Pack 3. I'm gonna draw a guy with half of a 6-pack. He's gonna have muscles. And I suck at drawing. There's a foot.
Give him a penis. Do it.
You don't realize other people might see this, right?
Exactly. It'll make their day.
And then he's got
Listen, you.
a 3-pack
Where's his dick?
inside of his body. Okay, and now when it's booting up, I have to trigger the boot menu and start doing the installation as soon as it fucking comes up. Well, fuck. This is what happens when you work with Dell. Okay, I guess that just means we're gonna have to try again, because Dell. No, I'm serious. I was doing a clean Windows 10 install and the same thing fucking happened over and over again. Where I wanted to just install it clean to reduce all the bloatware, and they kept on just piling. Like, it wouldn't let me even install it. I had to reboot like 10 fucking times. Okay, let's shut down again. So, Riley, what do you think about Windows XP? Why was this so uncomfortably close? Alright, come on. What are your thoughts on the God King of the computer world, Windows XP?
It's pretty good, you know.
What do you like about it?
It's just, it was really convenient back in the day, you know.
Won't fucking boot again. Jesus Christ. This works directly with the firmware, which is installed before the operating system. Oh god, now it's working. It's not even plugged into Wi-Fi. How the fuck does... Boom, okay. No, trouble. What? No, I don't want to get... Do you remember Windows XP, Riley?
Might have been before my time.
What are you talking about? You grew up using it. Alright, okay. Finally got it.
What resolution, though? Oh, fuck.
As I said, a 2007 or 2010 BIOS, so... Okay, I just gotta exit this. Yes, and now it should load the boot menu. Okay. Alright, now the question is... I think it's the second DVD drive because it's further down.
That would make sense.
Boot device.
You fucking reflection.
Press any key to boot from CD. Setup is inspecting your computer's hardware config. Setup is corrupt or... What the fuck? What do you mean? Installed it on a virtual machine before.
I can only see.
Let's try that again.
It's like one of those iPhones where you can't like see what the other person's doing from the side because they got like weird. You know those?
You know what really sucks? The iPhones. They came up with a way to filter infrared light which is how spy cameras in hotels, that's what they give off. And then rather than... Alright, let's try the first DVD device. Oh, nothing in there, but it's boot ready. Okay, let's see what that means. What was I talking about?
You were complaining about iPhones again.
Oh, yeah. But then they filter out the infrared light on the camera. When really what you'd want is you'd want to see the infrared light so you could see if there was a spy camera in like a hotel or something. But Apple is retarded. So... Okay, let's try the other boot device. Okay. Well, that's the one that says it's corrupt. That's the main hard disk. So it has to be... This doesn't work. We could install Windows 7 or Linux. I have the whole thing. This originally came with Windows Vista, if you can believe it. Okay, we got 3 options. It's not working. It doesn't want to work because apparently the file is corrupt because it's pirated, which isn't too particularly surprising. I have... Wait a minute. Follow me. Oh, shit.
Quick, slow. Look, wait. Where are you?
There's the Windows XP Service Pack 1 disk in here somewhere. In this fucking labyrinth. Okay, it's not there. This is a trash... Yeah, that's a trash can.
What are we looking for?
You know, if you have vodka around, it might make the installation actually work better because it's the laws of XP. The more errors it has, the more you know it works. Did you know most voting machines in the USA still today run on Windows XP? The more you know. And they're like, how could the election be rigged? That doesn't make sense. Music in Ministry. Kid Rock live trucker album. Whiskey Bent and Hale, but what the Standard Chinese. What the Amish harmonic. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, where the fuck did it go? Oh, this Memorex. Stay away from them at all costs. Made by Seagate. They freaking back up your stuff and then do updates to the backup software and then do backups on top of backups, and it makes your computer go from this lightning fast slick machine to freaking breaking and not being able to load a freaking YouTube video. Ugh. We might be here a while, okay. An Uncle Cracker album, just in case Kid Rock wasn't
I
enough.
think we need to have a separate episode on all these CDs.
Crawdaddy Gris combo. And still not in there. Okay.
What does that mean?
What does what mean? My mom made it up. She speaks Chinese. It's based on... No, because the way that Chinese works is that, like, one character can, like, expand if you add other characters. So, like, words are just a combination of the fundamental characters. So this is the Chinese character for female. And then I forgot what everything else means. But the point is, this means war. This is traditional Chinese, like Taiwanese, so it goes top to down instead of right to left. We're finding more than Windows XP here, aren't we? 2006 video files, whatever that means. I swear to God, I thought it was in here before. It's a purple Windows XP install disk. Oh, wait. I think it's in here. Okay. Reinstallation CD. Microsoft Windows XP Home Edition Service Pack 1. Now let's try this again. Alright, let's see what's going on. Later. What are you fucking opening?
What is this?
I don't know. Here we go, okay. I believe it's this one. Boot ready. Is this fucking working? This is the Windows XP install wizard. Setup is loading files, Windows Executive Hardware. It's showing up on the monitor. I didn't know in 2001 or whenever Service Pack 1 came out that they had drivers for an HDMI mini to connect to an HDMI to connect to a 1080p monitor. Computers, man. You realize it's loading Windows XP.
Yeah.
It's installing fucking Windows XP.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2020. This computer came out like 8 years after the Service Pack. And it's installing... It's like so... You know when the last time... I think they last sold Windows XP computers 13 years ago. 13 years ago, and we're installing it now. 13 years ago, nobody had ever even heard of the fucking Kardashians. So the odds that it can recognize this are low. But I do have a FAT32 hard drive, flash drive right here, which is what Windows 95 was on, and everybody can read FAT32. So I just need to put the NVIDIA drivers from this right here, because I have the XP NVIDIA drivers. Okay, here we go. Ah! Problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. This is the first time you... check for viruses? What do you mean viruses? Are you calling Windows 10 a virus? We could try again. It's the Windows way. Mac have money. Windows have patience. Linux have skill. Alright. Sucks that the file's fucking corrupted. I may have another Windows XP disk image lying around.
How many of these do you have?
I'm not sure. Here we go. Works with the monitor, we know that much. So Riley, when did it fucking come out?
September 9th, 2002.
Okay, see, so that could explain some of the problems. Wait, show me again. I can't see it.
Is Geronimo Stilton?
The Curse of the Cheese Pyramid, an all-time classic.
Sir, that is appropriation. I'm going to kindly ask you to stop with the...
Fuck, not again. Oh, okay, it's booting from the CD-ROM. I didn't even do anything, but it's booting from... Is that it? Alright, come on, what's your... Did you ever play, like, Call of Duty or jumpstart kindergarten math on Windows XP?
No, I played cool math games. There was like some like puzzle game with fish. I don't remember what it was called, but in our old like XP computer, my dad and I would play that when I was like 6.
I played Fisher Price Imaginext Pirate Raiders. Have you ever seen that meme with the guy that has a fuck war shirt on, and behind him there's a guy having sex with a dead pig, and then the caption says the pig's name is War?
No, what?
I've sent it to you.
When?
Alright, still loading files. We got to the setup at least. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because actually mini HDMI drivers came out in 2002 also, because that's when it was invented, so... Wait, it's loading something 64, but this is 32-bit. What the... Did you know the Windows XP computer we got in the basement here, it has a floppy disk? It has a floppy disk drive.
How old is it?
2001 or so.
Oh, no.
Okay. We got to... Let's try the random disk image I had sitting on my computer again. And if that doesn't work, there's 2 things I can think of that we could do. We could, number 1, go dig the actual Windows XP computer out of the basement and try to fix the power supply issue, which is what's caused it to fail. Or we could install Linux. God damn, it doesn't even start up every time I press the button. Boom! Okay, got the boot menu again. Alright, leave this. And here we go. Boot ready. Alright, come on.
It's the Hot Wheels trash can.
Yes.
Are those cum stains?
Dude, I was like 8 the last time I used that.
And your point is?
Fuck. Okay, it's not gonna let me. Alright, now we can search for other random Windows XP installation images. Alright, let's look in here. Alright, let's open up Disk Utility. Yes, a 2014 Mac on Mavericks to install Windows XP. Okay. Superior Windows X. Okay, this is a 64-bit edition that came out in 2011 that I had sitting around. Alright, fuck, I'm gonna need a blank disk. Alright, I gotta get my thing. Disk drive. Because Apple decided to get disk drives before everyone else. They got rid of them. They're like, you don't need them. It's like, oh yeah? But have you ever tried to install Windows XP? No? Then you don't understand. Oh, it's from zonatorrent.com apparently.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's there. Burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, we're gonna get DMCA'd.
Well, the source code for Windows XP was actually released a couple weeks ago. It was leaked on 4chan.
As all the best things are.
I think Microsoft did it. This was the last time Apple was cool, by the way. They don't even have USB ports anymore, and I can't use this disk drive in any sort of new Mac computers. It's ridiculous. then they're like, well, you should use AirDrop for everything. It's like, okay, but what if other people don't have AirDrop because they have Windows? And Apple, it's like they pretend Windows doesn't exist.
Even though it's what 75% of the world uses.
90% of the 90% of the US. I don't know about the world. I swear, if Apple loses that suit with Epic Games, I'm gonna be so happy. And they're being like investigated in Congress right now for anti-competitive practices. No, they have a thing now with their new stuff that you cannot install any application not already verified by Apple, because they say if we don't know what it is, it's malware. And can you imagine Windows trying to get away with that? You can only download things from the Microsoft Store because we know they're not malware. And you'd be like, bitch, please. Because unlike Apple, Microsoft is not a cult. It is a cult.
Mm-hmm.
How many people have a MacBook and an Android phone? They don't just get a MacBook. They get a MacBook, they get an iPhone, they get an Apple Watch, and an iPad, and an Apple TV. And then they don't get Spotify, they get Apple Music.
And then they complain that they're broke.
Yeah. I once saw this thing, a video, I think it was Vox or Vice, and they were talking about fucking millennials. And they're like, we got screwed over so bad with the Great Recession, which made it difficult to get jobs right out of college. And then the pandemic ruined our job prospects. We have it worse than any other generation since the Great Depression. And the people complaining about this are doing a video chat on their MacBooks. And and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean you're broke? How about you get a Windows laptop? Apple, they make up 10% of the US computer market, but they make 2/3 of the profits of the entire computer industry. Mm-hmm. Then you start to wonder something like, how are they doing that? What type of extortion campaign? Or talk so much about how they're these privacy, that they are the front men for privacy in the computer industry, but they invented the cloud.
Fucking dongles.
Oh, you want to plug in a USB? You have to buy a third-party solution? Edward Snowden showed that, Apple cooperates with the NSA too. So, but they're under a gag order under the Patriot Act that they can't talk about the extent of their involvement with PRISM. So that means they can go out and pretend they care about your privacy all day just to make it a selling point, but they don't mean jack shit because they invented data theft. We're going to put all of your pictures, your videos, your contacts, your text messages, everything you've ever downloaded, and we're going to put it all up on the iCloud, and we protect your privacy. All right. Windows XP, 64-bit, 2011. This should be interesting. Little guy with a 3-pack.
No penis, though.
As I said, it's inside him.
Why is it inside him?
Because he's gay!
What?
So, Riley, what were you doing today before I beckoned you to install Windows XP with me?
I woke up. I drove across the state. Pet some cats. And I came here.
You pet some cats?
Yeah. One of them tried to
Try
jump.
all you will never get as much pussy as Hillary Clinton. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
That doesn't look right.
What? Spider-Man what?
Miles Morales.
What's Miles Morales?
He's the other Spider-Man aside from Peter Parker. He's his successor.
Why was there a successor to Peter Parker?
Because Peter retired, okay?
He's like 20 years old.
Did you know?
How the
No.
fuck
Did
does
you
he
know
apply
there's
for Social Security?
wait. Did you know there's an actual plot in the Spider-Man comics that Peter kills Mary Jane because his semen is radioactive? So she dies from his radioactive semen. This is a real thing. I'm not making this up. This is fucking real. This is a real comic book.
I give life, but I also give death.
With a great radioactive sperm comes great responsibility. Maybe should have used a condom or something.
It's like a reverse abortion where the baby survives, but the mom.
That actually might be the case. I don't remember. I feel like a baby might have been involved.
That would be a hilarious, weird porno that that Spider-Man needs to stop, like the Joker or whatever.
Wait.
I don't watch Spider-Man.
Why is the Joker in Marvel?
I don't know, but the point is, it turns into a porn because then the way he kills the Joker and saves, the city is by covering him in semen.
What city is that? What city is Spider-Man in?
I don't know, whichever one Megamind is in.
Metro City?
Metrocity is how it's pronounced, actually.
I don't think any of this is the case. Where does he work? Where does Peter Parker work? What's the newspaper called?
It's called the New York Times because it's fake news because he's saying they don't know who Spider-Man is, but they really do the whole time because they lie to the people. It was booting. It was fucking booting. Okay, it doesn't want to vote for this. All right. Okay, there aren't two things we can do. There are three things we can do now. We can either go try to fix the Windows XP computer from the basement. All we probably need is like duct tape. You're not supposed to do that, but why not? Or we could install Windows 7 on here. Or we could install Linux on this. Your choice.
Which would be the most fun?
Probably fixing the power supply.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No.
What about here? Going into that.
Where'd it go?
To go under the stairs.
It did go under the stairs. It's time to fix the computer. This is the legendary XP computer. It's all plugged in, the monitor's plugged in, but it's not working. Which means it's probably a power supply issue. Because it was working before. Start it up, nothing happens. But there's no light, so there's no way to tell when it's on. Oh God, there's a lot of fucking shit to unplug here. This might be too big. What the fuck? Is that even a screw? I don't think they want me to go inside of here. Very easily blow up in our face. Once before. So, this is my second time going under this. This isn't really installing Windows XP anymore, is it? Jesus Christ. Alright, well then just shut it off and we'll see if it works. Party in Chinese history, and that's why my dad wore a panda suit.
So, the first suit's for your dad's work?
Yes. Best not to think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, this could be the fucking problem. Look at this. What the fuck is this crap right here?
It's a lot of dust.
Well, it's been accumulating for like 15 years, so... Yeah. How long after we make this channel do you think it'll take for us to get banned?
Immediately.
My first anti-woman joke? Or insinuating that anybody remotely could have rigged the election?
Probably that one.
And then they'll just have the Associated Press link from Google. election fraud is rare and it almost never happens. And then click here to learn more. Oh, okay, they're going to dismiss the specific voter fraud claims that are there. And then they don't. They just say it's rare. It doesn't happen. Get them. And then the Trump's like, well, what about these affidavits? What about this footage? What about this that happened on voting day? What about the boards that they put up trouble? I'm going to say this word because Riley stopped filming and he doesn't want me to say this word. The word is Redskins.
Yeah, it's a sports team.
Yeah. What is the NFL racist? Oh yeah, of course, because everything's fucking racist.
In the NFL's case, I wouldn't be surprised. It's the NFL.
I mean, the majority of their players are black, and they probably make the majority of the money. And people are chanting.
No, they
their
make
name.
3/5 of the money.
It's for the video. Apparently, you are a furry, and your excuse is that you have it for work.
Is this called the Erector?
It's an erector set.
That
I was
what?
considering giving it to charity. I found it in that closet.
8+.
So, any furries out there coveting this fat ass? So anyway, it didn't want to let me install XP, so here's Linux. I installed Linux.